This video is about how the masculine awakens the feminine. Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Noelle, twin flame guide here, and my twin flame Jack and I met about 5.5 years ago. We now have a beautiful daughter, and there's been so much healing of our own inner feminine and masculine, and as we heal within, then our relationship grows and we go through all kinds of adventures together. So I wanted to share my story because I think a lot of women go through or will go through what I've been through. So I hope this supports you in navigating through your twin flame reunion. And it could be that you are, a female who has the masculine, so just translate the words that resonate for your gender orientation. Okay, so for me, my twin flame masculine, my divine masculine twin flame helps me activate my bliss. He is here to hold space for my pleasure. And I believe that the feminine energy is more about bliss and the masculine energy is more about business and getting stuff done in 3D. So I'm not only talking about sexual bliss, it's on all levels, but I did want to share my story about how when we first started dating, I heard a voice from my angels that told me to receive 13 orgasms from Jack as a test to see if he could stand in that power before giving him any type of sexual attention in any orgasmic kind of way. And I was like, wow, that's really kind of a new thing for me. And so I stood in my pleasure and he built it and he built it and built it. And over the years, I've been able to have some of the biggest orgasms that I imagine are available on the planet, partially because he also helped me to have an orgasmic birth. So our twin flame masculine can actually build our levels of how much pleasure we can handle in our physical bodies because they're holding this masculine light for us. Now, I don't want to make it sound easy because actually I did not feel good enough to receive. I was the one giving out the orgasms and being in the relationship, being the unsatisfied one for many, many years. And I also was an overgiver with giving out my healing energy and working really hard to be good enough to gain approval. My masculine, my divine partner, constantly reminds me how to handle being able to receive. And to do that, I have to feel worthy of receiving. So ultimately, he's helped me to practice being able to receive and to practice feeling my divine worth. Now, this has activated my inner queen. I used to be more of the servant. I remember when I was playing competitive sports, one of my biggest fans, which was my mother, said, "Why are you always cleaning up after everyone? You're shagging the balls." And the women that were in their power, they were like, "Amanda can get those balls." I was a ball chaser. And that was kind of a blueprint for how I showed up in the world. I was often serving people from not only my power, but kind of I'm your humble servant here. And they would often take my medicine, my psychic teachings, my offerings and gifts, and they would run with it. And I wouldn't see them again for a long time. And I'd see them become very, very successful. And it would hurt my heart that I had given away my own power. So Jack has supported me in his own masculinity of helping me set boundaries. And he can help me see from a new space. So I've learned to say no to certain people. I've learned to claim my queendom and really feel like, wow, all this bliss I'm experiencing, my ability to receive in my relationship, this is really valuable. I feel more like my self-worth is a lot higher because I have a man that's worshiping me as a goddess. So why would I let this person mistreat me? My relationships have changed. My friendships have changed. No longer do I let in people that don't treat me right. In the past, they would say, "I'll text you back, in a few days," and then I don't hear from them forever and they're in and out of my life. None of that happens anymore because I have discernment, I have clarity. My masculine, he is a very structured, very clean, clear energy. Me and my feminine, I go with the flow to the point where it got to be too much. I would just let people in and out of my life. One of my dearest friends that I allowed flow in and out of my life for a while, she basically ghosted me at our wedding. And so that twin flame union, that masculine energy allowed me to say, never again will I invite someone to my wedding and they don't even respond after they say that they would come. And so I've been able to kick out a lot of that loosey-goosey energy that actually I thought was all flow and love and light. but was actually a big parasite that was draining my energy, so I could become the queen in my blissness, so I could serve more people. And Jack has been, my masculine has been so amazing in helping even grow this YouTube channel. I was kind of stagnating for many, many years, and he's helped grow it to the number that it's at today. And he does a lot of the back end work that I just, haven't had the passion to really learn about in terms of the technical side and algorithms and all that stuff. So my masculine has really supported my bliss, my purpose. Because I'm able to receive, I feel more worthy to be worshipped as the goddess I am in our relationship. Therefore, being able to actually feel worthy enough to be treated as a human being before I would allow myself to be treated like in kind of humiliating ways. I would let people post in the comments and say really mean things that I wouldn't delete them, and I'd go into my head about how horrible a person I was. And I would allow clients to bully me because I was like, they're paying me. I had a lot of these peasant priestess past lives where I didn't feel good enough. And I had this trauma, this energy in my field. And Jack is like this Archangel Michael. And I feel like the divine masculine is like this piercing light that says, no, you cannot do that to my queen. And it's an honor to receive that from him. So this is an interesting piece that I wanted to share, which is that he actually activates me in my masculine, which I know this video is about how he activates my feminine, but he activates my own inner feminine's masculine energy, because when Jack and I merge all the time, we're always kind of like the twin flame kundalini. It comes into the center, it comes out, and it comes back again. So my feminine, in my pleasure, will call him in to serve me, and then we will unite as one, and then he'll become so feminine, and then eventually his masculine goes, hey, you made me step so far into my feminine. I've merged with you. I'm becoming the slave of the feminine, and I don't like this. So we do this dance. It's helped me show up way more powerfully in my business. I've become super structured and organized in our business. Even as a mom, I've become organized with like how the diapers are ready so we can have like an assembly line. I've become more commanding of like, I need to hand the baby to you because I need to go for a walk or a break. In the past, I would just kind of have this like feminine, overly feminine, quiet, subservient voice. So he has taught me how to do the masculine stuff. He speaks up all the time for what he needs. He's like, I need to take a break. I need to go do this. And I'm like, oh, I can do that too. So in that beautiful dance of the mirrors, we have taught each other so much. Not necessarily just about the feminine and the masculine, but his background. He has a different family background. He has a different way of perceiving the world. And at first I was really triggered by it. I was like, that's not the way I see. I don't like that. Now I've learned, oh my gosh, he's taught me so much, and I have been wrong. And when we compromise and we can learn and grow from each other, both of our feminine and masculine sides can become so much more empowered, and therefore the union becomes sweeter, juicier, more tender and loving. So hopefully hearing about this, you're like, ooh, I want a twin flame lover, and you feel excited about that. And maybe there's someone you think that might be your twin flame and you're wondering. So I have a complimentary gift. It's called the 22 Twin Flame Signs of Reunion, and it's a complimentary PDF checklist that has 22 of the most common signs that will tell you if he or she is the one or not, or maybe wait and have these 22 things that you want to have on your list. So I've put it in the description box below. Make sure to grab it today, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste. Namaskar.